Hello everyone, welcome. In this lesson, we will introduce the basic knowledge of distribution equipment. By definition, distribution equipment is built according to the main electrical wiring method consisting of switchgear, busbar systems, protective and measuring devices, and necessary auxiliary equipment, including electrical instruments, circuit breakers, reactors, capacitive transformers, constructed according to certain technical requirements, formed into special electrical installations. These installations we call distribution equipment. Small ones include the power control boxes in our homes, power control boxes in corridors, switchgear in distribution rooms, box-type substations seen on roads, larger ones like substations. These are all types of distribution equipment. We know that electricity from power plants, after being generated, reaches our users. It goes through many stages. In the process of power transmission, a lot of distribution equipment is needed. So, what type of distribution equipment are there? What functions do they serve, and what are their requirements? This is what we will learn today. Our main learning content. First, let's look at the functions and classification of distribution equipment. The function of distribution equipment is to transmit and redistribute electricity during normal operation. Transmit electricity and redistribute it. In case of a fault, it can quickly cut off the faulty part and resume operation. Common types of distribution equipment. What types are there? The classification of distribution equipment can be based on installation location, assembly method, or voltage level for classification. According to the equipment's installation location, it can be divided into indoor distribution equipment and outdoor distribution equipment. According to the equipment's assembly method, it can be divided into assembled distribution equipment and complete distribution equipment. According to the voltage level, it can be divided into low voltage distribution equipment, high voltage distribution equipment, ultra high voltage distribution equipment, and extra high voltage distribution equipment. The design and construction of distribution equipment should also meet the following basic requirements. First is safety. The equipment layout should be reasonable and clear, with necessary protective measures, such as setting up fences and safety exits. Second is operational reliability. The selection of equipment should be reasonable with a low failure rate. In case of a failure, the impact range should be minimized, meeting the safety distance requirements for equipment and personnel. Third is convenience. The equipment layout should facilitate centralized operation, easy maintenance and inspection, fourth is economy. Ensuring technical requirements, reasonable equipment layout, saving space, saving materials, reducing investment. Fifth is development, which means the distribution equipment should have room for expansion, such as reserving spare intervals or spare capacity to facilitate expansion and installation. These are the 5 basic requirements for distribution equipment. Finally, let's understand a few commonly used terms in distribution equipment. The first is safety clearance. What is safety clearance? Between the parts of the distribution equipment to meet the operational and maintenance needs of the distribution equipment and ensure the safety of personnel and equipment, the minimum electrical distance required is called safety clearance. Safety clearance depends on the shape of the electrodes, over voltage level, lightning protection, and insulation level, among other factors. The second commonly used term is interval. An interval is a complete electrical connection, roughly corresponding to the wiring unit in the main wiring diagram, mainly consisting of primary equipment and auxiliary equipment. A complete set of electrical equipment including circuit breakers, isolating switches, TATA, TVTV, terminal boxes, etc. It is the smallest component in distribution equipment. The third is layer. A layer refers to the form of equipment arrangement in distribution equipment. As shown in the figure, common distribution equipment arrangement forms include single layer, double layer, and three layer. Three forms, the fourth is column. A column refers to the arrangement order of a section breaker. Common ones including single column arrangement, double column arrangement, and three column arrangement. Single column arrangement means each section can only set one circuit. The feature of this distribution equipment arrangement is easy operation, movement, maintenance, and testing. For double column arrangement, it means each section can set two circuits. The outgoing circuit is arranged on one side of the bus bar. Other circuits are arranged on the other side of the bus bar. Improves the utilization rate of the section. And the three-column arrangement means each section can set three circuits. Relatively, three circuits structural layout is advantageous in terms of economy, but relatively more complex. The fifth commonly used term is channel for the convenience of equipment operation, maintenance, and transportation. Distribution equipment, when arranged, will have passageways. The passageway is the channel in distribution equipment. Common channels include maintenance channels, operation channels, and explosion-proof channels. That's all for what we are going to talk about today. Thank you, everyone.